Now that I'm back. I'm back. Like I was trying to say earlier, everybody, again, apologize for the delays. But Johnny Black has been giving out his donations. So if your institution made the NCAA tournament, your donations will be settled up. Langston University the other night, and I know we decided not to focus on basketball on this podcast, but Langston University was in the NAIA National Championship game, and they failed. They actually lost the game pretty much on a no call, on an inbound. The refs didn't call. The inbound got stolen, and that was the game. So it was an exciting game. I'm still trying to figure out how the tip in 3-pointer did not make top 10, like ESPN. What's going on with y'all? So
is that even a thing anymore? They still do that?
Yeah, they still do that. Dang. They still do that, and they definitely do the not top 10.
Oh, but, yeah.
Well, fellas, it is opening day in baseball. Opening day, and
bring back the long ball.
In football?
In baseball. Bring back the long ball.
No, not the long ball, because when I say the long ball, I get in trouble because, y'all want to celebrate a dude that showed up to work 1,400 times. I'm just saying.
What is the long ball in baseball?
The home run.
Home run.
Home run hit.
Okay. Do people not hit home runs anymore? Mike Trout just hit a home run today.
I mean, they hit home runs, but it was a time, and we're getting to be that time again where people don't watch baseball like they used to.
Wait, it was like that before?
It was.
And then they started juicing?
And then they started hitting the ball out the ballpark. I'm not going to say they juicing because it wasn't against the rules then. So to say, oh, well, he was on steroids, it wasn't performance enhancing because it wasn't against the rules. I'm not trying to hear your new narrative about what was. No. It wasn't no cheating because there was no rule against it.
Should Pete Rose be in the Hall of Fame?
No.
Ooh, you know what?
No.
I don't know. I'm not very hip to Pete Rose, but I've been hearing his story since all the
gambling happened. We should.
Betting on baseball cost him everything he ever wanted in life.
Yeah, know, but does that change what he did on the field?
Absolutely not.
No, I don't.
So why shouldn't he be in the Hall of Fame?
Because you damage the integrity of the sport.
That's fair.
Because not only did he bet on baseball, but he bet on games that he played in.
Yeah. To win.
Yeah, I think it's something else. If you're betting on yourself to win, like if you're betting on your team to lose, that's something. But if you're betting on yourself to win, like who's mad at that?
Not it.
Is there an account of every bet that he ever placed?
Yeah, actually.
Probably not. There is?
No, there is.
What? Wasn't that way back in the day?
They had a mock trial on ESPN of all the evidence that the feds had, that Major League Baseball had. They had every time he called the bookie from the clubhouse. They had every time his friend made a bet for him. They had it all.
And I don't believe he bet every time on himself to win.
Ooh.
Like that guy up in Toronto betting on himself on the under on prop bets.
Yeah.
Same situation.
Yeah.
So since we here, and since there's a lot across multiple sports, there's a lot of hubbub about gambling in sports. So are we saying that we believe Shohei?
Man.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
You do?
Heck yeah.
Why?
Where the evidence that he didn't?
Well, first off, the first story was Shohei helped him pay it off. Then 2 days later, the story was, oh no, Shohei knew nothing about it. Come on now.
So that means he did it? Like there's no evidence like until they show me where he placed the bet or where he told somebody to place the bet for him, it is impossible for me to say he did something. That's what's wrong with us in America today.
So you
We
tell
as a
it,
people,
Guilty until proven innocent.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
I mean, you
first
can
of
be
all,
you can
he
be
just
guilty.
signed. He just signed the richest and was going to sign the richest contract in the history of baseball.
Right.
What is his motivation for betting?
Maybe
Peanuts.
he has a
Even if it
problem.
was what? He has a problem?
Maybe. We don't know.
Can any bookie come out and say, Shohei, bet with me? There is nothing. There, if it was, it would already be out.
Yeah.
That's how the media works.
But the question is, how do you not notice 4.5 million out of your account?
You just signed the richest contract in the history of baseball, and you're taking how much? You're getting paid how much now until the end of your career?
So
Most
we're
of his
saying
contract is deferred, though. A lot of
He
the
not
contract is
worried.
deferred.
He not worried about money.
so we're saying that this translator stole money from him.
Yeah. Right.
So
That's what the story is right now.
That's what he did.
There's some very important questions that are not being answered. And he spent a very long time convincing a lot of reporters that he was so taken aback and so forthcoming about what has happened. However, I am very, very vocal about the lack of journalism in this day and age.
True journalism.
Why are we showing up to a press conference where you can't ask questions? That tells me you have something to hide. Period.
You're talking about
You
as a
should-
journalist, you have something to hide?
No, I'm talking
he's
about-
So
Shohei Ohtani having a no question.
I disagree.
press
You
You
come
know
to my
Wait,
if I call a press conference and I tell you that there's not going to be any questions asked, and you come thinking I'm going to answer questions, then you just came for nothing.
but here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you why we have no question asked. You know, it's basically without him saying I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. This is basically what he's saying without saying it. I'm not about to self-incriminate myself, but I do have something to say to y'all.
But
I'm
that doesn't
going-
always mean you're guilty.
It doesn't,
No,
but it
it
don't look
doesn't.
good. It doesn't mean
It
that
doesn't.
you're guilty, but it
It
don't
doesn't
look
look good.
good. It's
Yeah.
like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, do I not say nothing? Because not saying nothing, you look guilty. But then if you say something, you know what I
incriminate
mean?
yourself.
You incriminate
I-
yourself. So let me
Mhm.
meet y'all in the middle. I'm gonna say something, but y'all can't ask me shit.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That might have been the safest option for him, to be real.
He probably didn't even couldn't have understood the questions anyway because it would have been asked in English.
No, they'd have asked the translator.
Right. Nice. The new translator.